Chernobyl, the night of April 26, 1986. Introduction: the mysterious blue glow. The date is April 26, 1986. It is past midnight. The clock reads 1:24. In northern Ukraine, between forests and marshlands, the ideal city of Pripyat is fast asleep. Young mothers have finished nursing their babies. Fathers have laid their heads on their pillows, preparing for another workday. The city is calm, peaceful, but I am awake. I stand by the window staring toward the horizon. Suddenly, the ground begins to tremble. This is not thunder. It is a deep, metallic roar rising from the very depths of the earth. I step onto the balcony. From reactor number 4, a brilliant neon blue light shoots into the sky, visible from kilometers away. It is breathtakingly beautiful, but that light is the color of ionized air. The moment the atom is torn apart, the moment death is released. I was there that night, and that blue glow marked the end of the world as we knew it. I am Empathera. Today, we return to one of the darkest nights in history, to the moment when human arrogance collided with the atom. The geography of an atomic city. This place was not chosen by chance. Remote, isolated landscapes are where nuclear power offers its greatest advantages. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant required an enormous and constant water supply to cool its reactors. The Pripyat River and its massive reservoir became the lifeline of this colossal system. In the 1970s, these lands symbolized Soviet success. Pripyat was built as a modern paradise for plant workers, high salaries, fully stocked stores, a future promised by technology. Families picnicked near the reactor. People fished in the river just steps away from nuclear power. To them, nuclear energy was not a fear, it was a belief. The plant's director, Viktor Bryukhanov, famously claimed, "This plant is so safe, it could be built in the heart of Moscow." That night, this belief would exact one of humanity's heaviest prices: the deadly experiment and the explosion. We return to 1:23, inside the control room of reactor number 4. The air is tense. A safety test is about to begin. But responsibility has been handed to an exhausted and unprepared night shift. At its head stands Anatoly Dyatlov, known for his harsh discipline and relentless ambition. The reactor begins to behave like a restless creature. Power levels drop rapidly. Instead of aborting the test, Dyatlov shouts, "Raise the power." Control rods, designed to shut the reactor down, are pulled upward. The system breaks free like an unleashed giant, overheating beyond control. 1:23:40. Engineer Alexander Akimov presses the emergency shutdown button. AZ-5. But a fatal design flaw turns this final safeguard into a trigger. Within seconds, power and pressure inside the core spiral beyond any limit. A 1,000-ton concrete lid is torn from its place and hurled into the air. The reactor core is exposed. Radioactive material begins pouring into the atmosphere. The bridge of death and the firefighters. Moments after the explosion, residents of Pripyat step outside, trying to understand what has happened. Many walk toward the railway bridge, where the plant is clearly visible. They watch the glowing sky, unaware of the danger unfolding before them. Radioactive particles fall from above. They think it is snow. Some even point it out to their children. Today, this place is known as the Pripyat Railway Bridge, but history remembers it as the Bridge of Death, because most who stood there that night did not survive the years that followed. At the same time, firefighter Vasily Ignatenko and his crew arrive at the scene. They are told it is merely a routine roof fire. They wear no protective gear. They have no idea what they are facing. They do not know that the black chunks beneath their boots are pieces of graphite from the reactor core. They pick them up with their bare hands. Survivors would later say, radiation had a distinct, metallic taste. Soon, the firefighters begin vomiting violently. Their skin darkens and burns. They were the first unnamed heroes, men who sacrificed their lives to prevent an even greater catastrophe. Silence and evacuation. 36 hours pass. Authorities attempt to conceal the truth. But geography does not remain silent. When radioactive clouds reach Sweden, monitoring stations trigger alarms. The world becomes aware. The truth crosses borders. On April 27th, a chilling announcement echoes through Pripyat's loudspeakers. Attention, attention. A temporary evacuation will be carried out. Please bring personal belongings for 3 days only. Leave your pets behind. It is the moment people leave their homes, without realizing it is for the last time. Nearly 50,000 residents are loaded onto thousands of buses within hours. Mothers tell their children, "We'll be back in a few days." But those words belong to a farewell with no return. Doors never open again. Meals remain unfinished on tables. Notebooks stay open in classrooms. And in the amusement park, the iconic Ferris wheel waits, forever motionless. In a single day, Pripyat transforms from a living city into a silent ghost town. The return of nature. Today, Chernobyl stands as one of the greatest lessons in human history. People vanished, but nature returned. Trees rise through concrete. Wild animals roam freely where radiation was once most intense. Nature heals, on its own terms, at its own pace. Chernobyl was not merely a technical failure or an unfortunate accident. It was a demonstration of how unchecked power can irreversibly damage geography and humanity's future. That blue glow that lit the sky delivered a final reminder. Nature records everything, and no mistake goes unanswered. I am Empathera. Our journey into the depths of history ends here. If you witnessed this story with me, don't forget to subscribe and tell me in the comments where our next journey should take us. Until the next destination.